Stannis Baratheon. He's interesting. He's the rightful heir to the throne because Joffrey's illegitimate. So naturally, some people liked him a lot that I know, and some people weren't big fans of him. He's kind of controversial.
He's a stiff dick if I ever seen one.
Yeah, he is stiff as a board, man. That guy, he's just like, no, it's going to be my way, fuck you.
No, I don't hear you. I'm not listening. That's
basically what he did. His brother comes to him and he's like, I will help you take the throne if you do X, X, and X. And he's like, no, swear to me fully or don't help, dickhead. Speaking of people who are not political, Stannis, for different reasons, he's someone who recognizes that he's not being political, but he doesn't do it.
In some ways, he is Sansa with a penis. Because he's just sitting there going, no, I don't need your help. I don't want it. You do what I tell you.
At least,
I want it, so I shall have it.
At least he'll do things. Sansa's a witness. He will actually do things. Like, the Battle of Blackwater was awesome. And, it sucks, but I don't think he made any, ridiculously glaring mistakes in it. He simply got outmaneuvered. It's difficult to assault a stronghold in the first place, and you add in Tyrion's wildfire, and it makes all the difference.
Yeah, but his army, even at that point, was still undersized.
Yes.
If it was properly equipped and sized, who knows how devastating that wildfire turns out to be if you've got another 30,000 people behind you.
That's true. But generally speaking, the past that is spoken to quite often is that he is one of the best generals. Other than Robb Stark, he probably is the best general alive.
In a cold, meticulous kind of way on the battlefield, yes. But politically, he is...
Well, he's very similar to Robb Stark. He's very similar. He lacks politics. He's got tactics, but he just does not get these relationships.
I don't even think you can compare him to Robb Stark, because Robb Stark is someone who reaches out and tries to embrace different things, and he tries to understand them.
He's a little more innovative.
Stannis is just completely unable to take in the concept. Like, every true politician in history, every dictator, every great leader, doesn't matter who they are, always knew you got to win the hearts and minds.
Yeah, very true.
The sword will only go so far if the guy behind it doesn't give a fuck who you are.
He has two other glaring problems. The first glaring problem, which is a little bit less obvious, is, you just touched on it, morale. He's not too great about giving his troops morale. He doesn't inspire them like Robb Stark does. Robb Stark had the mythology of riding his direwolf into battle, being this prominent figure.
He understood the importance of imagery.
There was passion for him. Stannis' troops don't have that passion, and we see that at his greatest downfall when he makes yet another terrible political decision, burns his daughter alive in front of his whole army. Like, if you're going to make a decision that dumb, at least don't do it publicly.
Yeah,
My God.
That's like Bill Clinton saying, I'm going to fuck Monica Lewinsky, and I'm going to make fucking Hillary watch.
Yeah.
And then put it on YouTube, like the Hulk.
But he lost a huge portion of his army just due to desertion because of that decision. And that leads us to his second glaring flaw. The Red Woman. Why are you letting this religious fanatic have so much influence over your army?
And the sad part is he's not a religious person. He doesn't give a shit about anything of an existential nature. He's just strictly brick and mortar of a person.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's just like, this bitch knows all. I will follow her, listen to her, fuck the Onion Knight and all this.
Yeah,
I'm not going to listen to anyone.
Advisor.
Yeah, he's the only one who has a rough idea of what's going on.
But here's the thing. It is a little controversial because she does prove that these powers she's talking about exist because she gives birth to that weird shadow baby which stabs Renly.
And that is a possibility, but the question of how deep her power runs, I'm still in question. Because, I mean, a lot of the things that she predicted as a success for him were things that, with the right equipment and the right will, you could have achieved on your own. So it's like, you fluff his ego enough for him to feel strong enough towards that he can achieve it.
Yeah,
it's not like he achieved
she is
an outlandish benchmark.
She's basically a religious fanatic, and she's trying to transform Stannis' army into fanaticism. And she did a pretty good job. She really convinced him. He valued her over everyone else, even to the point of killing his own family, just so he could have a victory on the battlefield. He easily could have, pulled back, created a base, kind of shored up his army, and gone back into it tactically.
Which completely baffles me.
Yeah, he wanted to take the easy road.
The sad part is Stannis, being the unemotional brick house that he is, his daughter was the only thing he loved in life. He didn't even care about his wife, who's a fucking nutcase.
Yeah. So,
and then he's just like, you know what? I want to be king. Let's burn her.
So if you take Robb Stark and you add in even more flaws and a worse personality, you now have Stannis. So I think it's safe to say that Stannis is, in fact, dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Littlefinger. Littlefinger is another controversial character.
He might be a little finger, but he's a big pain in the ass.
Wow, what an intro. I love those terrible one-liners, but he's a big pain in the ass. My favorite one is Winter's Bone. I felt like I got the cold bone on that one.